Well, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Another beautiful morning in the park. It's nice and fresh. So, um, as usual, I was wondering what to talk about today, and the answer came to me from Facebook. Um, I have 200 reactions on my posts this week or last week, I can't remember. Um, I'm not entirely sure what this means. I need to go and have a better look. I don't pay much attention to my notifications until later in the morning, but I am celebrating the small wins. And this is what a lot of entrepreneurs often forget at the beginning of their entrepreneurial journey. When you transition from the 9 to 5 life into running a business, or when you start transitioning, shall I say, people are still very much in the 9 to 5 mindset. Let's go a different route. And they want things to happen straight away. Okay, you start a business and straight away you want to make as much money or more money than when you had or still have your normal job. Well, that's probably not going to happen. And when I say this to someone, some of my students, I usually get disappointed faces, but then I say to them, well, I'd rather be honest with you than to lie to you. And when they don't get sales, or they don't get likes, or they only get 1 likes on their post, or whatever, they're not excited, they're not happy about it. Which is why I always encourage them to get into that mindset of celebrating the small wins. Even if you don't have any likes, celebrate the fact that you put yourself out there, that you went on social media and you talked about what you do. Celebrate the fact that you are talking about your business, that you're overcoming your fears, that you're overcoming obstacles, and so on and so on. Because one of the obstacles that I often see in my students is showing their face on social media, or too embarrassed to talk about their business because what people are going to say. Well, people can say whatever you want. If you want to run a successful business, you're just going to have to put yourself out there. It's part of it's just part of marketing. If people don't know what you're selling and what you're doing, how would they buy from you? It's very simple. And when even if you don't have any likes, when you post something on social media, just say to yourself, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so brave. Thank you for overcoming your limiting beliefs, for example. And if you have 1 likes or 2 likes or no comments, whatever, just celebrate that. Thank you for the 1 like. Thank you for the comment, and so on and so on. And often part of the problem is the expectations that people have when they start a business. I recently talked about this with a friend of mine, and so when you work for someone else, you expect to get paid on a certain date every month, or a certain day every week, or so on and so on. When you run your own business, it's totally different. You can get paid every day, you can get paid every week, or sometimes you don't get paid for the whole week. Depends how your business operates. And often this causes a lot of disappointments and confusions. So people are still treating their business as a 9 to 5 job. And these are two totally different things. And these are one of the things where I teach at in my academy, is the transition from 9 to 5 life into running a business. One of the things we're going through is letting go of expectations, letting go of the outcome. I talked about this last Saturday, I think. Because when you expect that things will go your way and they don't, you get disappointed. And when you are disappointed, this will lower your vibrations. And when you're in a low vibration, you can't manifest the life you want. So there's a lot of consequences of having expectations. Just let it go, okay? Just let it go, surrender. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You'll try again, or you'll try something else. Also, when you start your own business, there's so many lessons that you need to learn before you get to that stage where money comes to you, or not money, but abundance comes to you organically. And for this, you need to be patient and consistent. I had a client, she was very busy, bless her. She had a job and she had 2 kids, and she used to say to me, I post once a week, why isn't anybody doing anything? I said to her, well, you need to be more consistent. So we came out with a strategy that works for her, to allow her the time and energy to post more often on social media. Because social media changes so often, so quickly. And if you're not consistent, your business is not going to thrive. Consistency is the key to successful business. Right. I'm in a very beautiful spot in the park. I come here pretty much every day. I love it here. It's so peaceful. I'm surprised I haven't seen any dogs yet. So quick announcement before I finish. I am rebranding my academy. I know how I'm going to rebrand it. I just don't want to announce it yet. I'm going to start the process tomorrow. I just felt like I wanted a change, so here we go. And I love changes anyway. Changes are so exciting. And I'm going to continue with my walk. And I wish to everybody a beautiful Sunday and successful week. Bye.